Hi, it's Exploring John. Today we're down here on the Antietam Creek. We're going to have our first kayak trip of the year. This way we can check out some of the snags and see what it's like. Alright, here's our first kayak launching, and it's Erin. And she's off. And our trip has started. Alright, we're on the creek and we're going to start heading down. We went across that little island there at the put-in spot. And we're heading down here for this chute where the old mill race was. We saw a lot of people put in ahead of us, so I'm sure we'll see some people here and there. Alright, looking ahead, Erin's in the chute in the mill race and Lynn's right behind her. It's like the water's up high enough that we won't be scraping all these rocks we usually hit. We'll see. Alright, we're in. Now we're coming up on the beach and it looks pretty crowded. People out swimming in the creek and all. We're coming up on the first rapid. And from past experience, we know we wanted to be on the right side because the center's got a sandbar. So we'll see who goes through and if we make it all right. So we're doing pretty good. We can move over a little bit, miss this rock. Well, or not, but that wasn't too bad. All right, now we're through and we got smooth sailing for a while. There is that piece of culvert pipe that we've seen over the years. Sometimes it makes its way down, but it looks like it's going to be there for a while with trees growing out of it. We're down here to the next rapid, and I think we want to go right on this one too. I think this is the one that had the sandbar in the middle. So we'll do that and see how it is. I see some tongues out there in the center. There, we bounced off a little rock there. This is getting shallow on us. Oh. So it's so shallow we had to get out. We're going to walk out here to the deeper water and get back in. Okay, we're floating again. I'd change my recommendation. Instead of going to the right on that rapid, go down the center. We're coming up on the rope swing and we can hear voices all the way up here. There may be some people swimming before that, but we'll see as we get down there. That sounds like someone going off the swing into the water too. We're up to the modern Burnside Bridge Road going over the creek. And there goes someone on a rope swing. We'll catch up to that in a second. Alright, the water's high enough that we can get through here on the left side on the bridge. That's a rarity. Let's see if we can split these rocks good. Oh, and we're back out into the main current. Alright, we're down to the rope swing. We see people getting ready. Now we're coming up on the dam, and we want to go through on the left side. On the left side so we don't tear up the dam. It's just stacked rocks. But here's this tree. At least the last flood moved it down a little bit. It was stuck right here in this opening. Okay, we've moved to the right. We'll center ourselves and head on down. Alright, we're coming up on the historic Burnside Bridge. This is part of the battlefield. We always like to alternate which arch we go through. And it's been a while since we went through the right one because last year it was always blocked with debris. So we're going to head for the right arch. This bridge has been restored a few years ago. You can see it looks pretty nice. So hopefully we'll get through alright. So here we are under the arch, a little bit of an echo, out the other side. Here's some other people going down the creek. We're coming up on the dam, we can hear it in the distance. We always like to go left or left center. Center's even good, but right, a lot of times, if the water's low, you'll hang up. We hear people yelling up ahead. That must be them going over the dam. All right, we're going to watch as people come over it. We're downstream of it. Here comes Aaron. Here comes Lynn. Here comes Mike. See some canoes behind us. We're going to watch them come over. There we go. All right, we're coming up into Molly's Hole. Looks like some of the canoers are taking out here. But we're heading on down. Now when the creek's low, you don't want to be on the left side because this is too shallow. So we hang to the right. So we look up there, there's Molly's Hole. At least people parked at Molly's Hole. We go down here and check out the pipes. Always like to see where the water comes through and or how deep the creek is compared to it.
The water's not as high up.
The water is high because you hardly see any rock.
I meant compared to that last time.
I've gone under that. I've had that come into my kayak.
I saw it.
Barely has a rock sticking out. Let's see if we can see daylight up through it. Oh yeah. In past videos I've gone over there and the rocks are underwater. And I went to splash the front of the kayak and it ended up dumping into the kayak. That was fun. Got out of that real quick. So we'll go down here and check out the other culvert pipe. We're talking about our trip down the flooded Antietam, and the creek was all the way up here to the culvert pipe. If you look at that video, you'll see it. So here today, there's some rocks underneath. You can't get underneath it. We'll look for daylight. I didn't see any.
I looked, I saw daylight.
Oh. Well, Erin said she looked and she saw daylight through there. So, all right. All right, so we're heading down here. The next bend, it's going to be a hard right, and the creek will want to push us to the bank on the left. But with the water being so far up, we may be able to go on the right. We'll see as we get to it. All right, as we're coming up on this curve, we're going to hang to the right this time. Usually right's out of the water, and we have to go to the left. But I think we'll luck out this time and get through. Because the creek is up today. It hadn't stopped raining this year, it seems. Every couple days. Oh, Mike found some rocks. Ooh, I see some rocks. Little hit there, but we made it. Now we'll point our nose downstream and continue on. Okay, we're down here for the next rapid. We're going to have to pick a tongue to go through. There's a lot of rock. Just missed that big rock there. Aaron may not. So just skirting some things here and there. Whoa, there's something big in front of us. Yeah, we bounced off it. Had the paddle there. That'll be pretty good for a while. It's been a nice trip today. And up another little rapid here. We'll have to pick our way through. Yeah, it looks like we're going over a rock. It deflected us, so we didn't even scrape. We're down here in the smooth section, and this can get pretty deep too. We had someone jump off their kayak one time and disappeared. So, where you can wipe out or something, usually it's so shallow, stand up. Where it's still, it's deep. Alright, there's a rapid here, but the creek's so high that you don't see any of the rocks. But we feel the current pushing us to the right. Alright, we're coming up on the next rapid. We're just going to have to come down here and pick a spot. Even this doesn't look too bad. I can remember this with rocks all over the place. And now it's just, well, there's rocks all over the place, but it's just rough. See, there was a rock. A little bit of glare on everything. You can see Lynn way down there. Do some paddling here and get out in the middle of the creek again. Ooh, just missed that rock. So as we make our way through, we have to pass some of these big rocks. I've seen people go up on that rock before, kind of like a ramp, it gets stuck. Left side may be the more fun part. This looks like where we go over a little ledge, and usually the left side's the way to go, so we're going to move that direction. All right, we're coming up on that ledge. Here we go. Whoa, we took some water in that time. It's a hot day, so that's appreciated. Okay, we're down to the gazebo, and that means we're almost halfway. A little bit more, we'll get down here to Goose Poop Island, and we figured that's the halfway mark. All right, we're coming up what we call the halfway point. This is Goose Poop Island. A lot of people have lunch here making this trip. And today it looks more like an island than just a peninsula. And look at this big rock in the middle we're going by. And you know, someone always hits it.
There you go.
So we're doing pretty good. We're not paddling, but if we look to the side, you can see how fast we're going down the creek. I'm estimating about 4 miles an hour. Of course, I always say that, but here we go. All right, we're coming up on the next rapid. Usually this section has some shallowness to it. So with the water up, we expect it to be a lot better today. And we'll get down here and look for a tongue to go across. So we're just gonna go for it. Oh, that was pretty good. We just got a little bump there. This is usually some of the shallowest section of the creek. With the water up, we're doing pretty good. We can hear a lot of rapids up ahead. We're just going to take this tongue here. And this some of that stuff to the left. Man, I've gotten stuck here more than once over the years. Well, that was pretty good. Not even a bump on a rock. Now we're looking ahead for Sharman's Run. Going through a lot of ripples here, a lot of rapids. Of course, with the water up, it's not so bad. It is a little noisy. Whoa, that was a big one. Whoa, we didn't miss it. We caught the side of it. All right, we're coming up on Sharman's Run. We can see the beach ahead. So here's a rapid below Sharman's Run. Today it's not much more than a ripple. All right, we're coming down to a snag and we need to get to the right side of it. Very open to the right here. All right, we're coming up on what we call the beginning of the end. It's a rapid, then a smooth section, and then rock and roll. Coming up on the rapid at the beginning of the end. There's Aaron going into the rapid ahead of us. Whoa, got some water in that time. My last bad wreck was here, but this time I've made it through. Now that we've gone through the beginning of the end, we have a nice smooth section before we come up on Rock and Roll. We're coming up on Rock and Roll. We can hear it already. Actually, we can even see it. We know we want to stay to the left or center. We'd kind of scoped this out before our trip, and we saw the right side did not look good. So here we are, Rock and Roll. All right, now we're in it. We'll see how much it rock and rolls us today. Just got splashed with some water. We're trying to stay to the left side as much as we can. You can see the Ironworks Bridge up ahead. Going through Rock and Roll, heading for the ledge. Whoa, took in some water that time. Here's the ledge. Whoa, took in a lot of water. There's our takeout spot. We're heading towards. There's everyone. They went over the ledge and tried the beach. All right, we've made it. Made it down the creek. Had a great time. The water was up, but not too far. See you next time. Here we go. Whoa, we took some water in that time. It's a hot day, so that's appreciated.